Well, clearly somebody can't be put down because he just woke up. So, we got a guest. But in today's video, we're gonna talk about how do you start to put together a health routine that is going to give you some returns, right? Number one, most people make the mistake in just, how do I put this? They just have health insurance for when things go wrong. But really your health insurance should be the things that you're doing right now to make sure things go right. If that makes any sense whatsoever, right? So you want to be hedging your bets in the right direction instead of waiting for something to randomly happen, right? So in your personal health insurance plan, right? Not the one that you pay for each and every single month, right? And use if something goes wrong, but in your health insurance plan that is the one to make sure that you're thriving and not just getting by and surviving. In that plan, you have to really have 4 different things, and you'll hear me say these things over and over and over again, right? And if something does go wrong, even if you do go to the health, get your health fixed using other health insurance, right? Using your actual health insurance, right? They're gonna have to address these things. Otherwise, they're just putting band-aids on things and you won't actually get better. So number one, you're gonna have to worry about your diet, how much you're moving, what are your happiness levels, and what are the practices that you use to really generate energy inside of your body, right? Those are the 4 different things, right? In this video, we're going to talk about really the silence part. How do you generate energy, right? So how do you generate energy inside of your body? I'll show you, right? So number one, you generate energy from the things that you're putting inside of your body, right? This is gonna be food and water. Those things that you're putting, yeah. So how you generate energy is gonna be the food and the water that you put inside of your body. The food that you put inside of your body needs to have a lot of nutrients in it. If your food is nutritionally dead, then it's gonna be very, very difficult for you to thrive, right? If your food is just the regular commercial food that doesn't have any sort of nutrients in it, and or not even just the regular commercial food, but food-like products, right? Fast food, ultra-processed food, if that's what you're only putting in your body, then you're going to get terrible performance from your body. I'm not going to belabor that point too much, but if you're not putting in foods inside of your body that are alive, then just by laws of thermodynamics, right? Energy can either be created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred. So if the transference of energy that you're getting is from low quality, low energetic foods, then that's the kind of energy that you're going to have, and you really can't just create energy, right? It has to be transferred from somewhere else. Right, so that's one. The water that you're drinking also has to have some energy in it. If your water is acidic, right, then that means it's going to be taken away from your body, right? When your water has minerals and nutrients in it, it's going to be known as alkaline. That's going to be over a pH of 7, right? Water that's going to be over a pH of 7 is going to be good for your body, right? You probably want to be at least at a pH of 7.8 at least. Sure, you can go higher. You don't need to go crazy to like pH 10 and 9, but somewhere in that 8 range will be perfect for you, right? And if you have water that is acidic, and you can easily get pH testing strips, right? You look and see if it's acidic. If it is, easy way to kind of handle that is if you have any sort of sea salt, you put that in there, mix it up, make sure it dissolves. You test the pH again. All of a sudden, because you have minerals in there, your water is now going to be turned into alkaline water. That's simple, very simple, easy to do, right? So those 2 things. The next thing is going to be your introspection, right? So really you just reflecting on everything, right? You reflecting on, you know, are you going in the right direction towards your dreams? Are you, your reflection time could be you literally just slowing down and not doing anything, not having inputs coming in, because we're all really addicted to overstimulation, right? There's so many things that you can do. You can scroll endlessly, right? On any platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, right? Once you get bored of one platform, you can go to the next. You can go to Netflix. You can watch movies endlessly, right? The human body is not really designed to go through that much stimulation, right? It's not really designed to go through that much stimulation. So if you're stimulating your body that much, you're going to mess up your dopamine levels. This is going to lead to dopamine is the feel good hormone, right? And if your body is just dependent on dopamine spikes, right? It's going to be very, very difficult for you to actually thrive, because now your body's just going to be addicted to dopamine spikes, and most of the time when you have these dopamine spikes and hits, your body's not allowing for any of the other hormones to really come in and thrive and make your body thrive. If you're only looking for feel good hit every single day, all day, every day, because you can literally do that now, right? Because of how everything is set up. You can literally do that all day, every day. What's going to end up happening to you is you're going to be anxious and depressed, because you're going to have fear of missing out on all of the good things that are happening when you can create them yourself, because you're just watching people do it, right? And you'll be anxious about everything, because, you know, what happens if I'm not having a good time at this very moment, right? So having constant dopamine spikes like that throughout the whole entire day, very, very bad. That's a recipe for disaster. And it's not only scrolling, right? It has to do with all the pleasure-seeking activities that you're doing. Maybe you're just watching TV all day. Maybe you're just eating foods that only feel good all the time, right? right. So you definitely want to make sure that you give yourself some kind of dopamine detox. And a dopamine detox could look like you locking your phone up, you not watching TV, you taking a walk in nature, you getting involved in some sort of play that doesn't involve technology, just other friends, you getting together with friends, and no cell phones or anything like that. Just actually enjoy the moment. That's really what it is. You want to be able to enjoy the moment that's in front of you. When you're doing all these dopamine hits, you're enjoying the moment that's in front of you, but most of the time you're watching other people live life and you're not actually living the life. So that's how you can start that. Another one is meditation. Meditation is simple. It doesn't even have to be like this crazy thing. You want this? It doesn't even have to be this crazy thing that you do. It doesn't have to be 20, 30 minutes. It could be. It could go up to an hour, 2 hours, whatever the case may be, right? It could be. But really, you want this process so that your body can start to really digest all of the inputs that it's getting, and also have a time where there is nothing being input. It's like you're getting email all the time you're getting email. It's like, that's way too much email. You can't even answer all of that, right? And at some point you're just going to start ignoring everything, right? So if you're getting too much stimulus and too much input, this is not going to be great for your body. So you need to have something that gets you away from all of that stimulus. And you know, there's so many different things that you can do. I listed a few already, but that's what you could do. Also, working out is not going to give you energy. By definition, working out is going to what's up, man? By definition, working out is going to be you expending more energy than you have, right? Or than you're getting. So maybe you need to do a working in practice, and a working in practice is something like qigong, something like tai chi, some things like that, right? So that is something that you could do to work in. So by definition, those things would be things that you do that give you more energy than they're spending, right? And yeah, I keep pressing buttons over here. By definition, you know, you're actually getting more energy from that activity than you had when you first came in. So you leave whatever activity that you're doing and you have more energy. This could be drawing, this could be reading, right? But you want to be able to generate energy. Oh, you want to say something? What do you want to say? Tell him. Oh, now you shy. Oh, now you shy. Are you shy? You're shy. Are you shy? Are you shy? Yeah. So I'm just gonna wrap up the video right there. Just wanted to give you guys a quick just check in with you guys. Just make sure that, you know, in your actual health plan and healthcare plan for yourself, that you're adding in that silence time, that introspection time. Also, sleep is huge, right? There's so many things that I didn't add in here because, you know, I'm slightly distracted. But just doing those things that are going to build your energy back up. Most people do a lot of energy draining things, and you think that, you know, just because something feels like it's de-stressing you, it's actually still draining your energy, right? So you need to figure out, when you're done with this thing that you're doing, do you have more energy than you came in with, or do you feel spent? If you feel spent after something, that means that it's energy draining. Those things are not bad, those things are actually necessary, but the only way that those energy draining things would be even beneficial is when you can actually recover from them. So actually recovering from them looks like all of those different things that I just mentioned here. So yes, being able to generate energy is very, very important, and that should be definitely a part of your healthcare system. If you need any help with that and actually specifics, definitely comment down below, reach out to me, email, text if you got my number, hit me up on Instagram, wherever you can, and we will get you to that point, because that is definitely one part that I feel like is missing a lot in our healthcare programs, and it's really non-existent, the actual energy generation, generating energy thing. So I think that's very, very important, and something that if you're somebody that's always tired and always drained no matter what you're doing, this is going to be a video that you can revisit over and over and over again, and actually throw in some of these practices to make sure that you're actually thriving and not just merely surviving. So peace. I'll see you guys in the next video. You want to tell them bye? You want to say something? You're too real talkative. You want to say nothing? No? You good?